In this video, I'll list 11 cooking oils most commonly used worldwide and rank them from best to worst regarding your health. The first on the list is ghee, also known as clarified butter in the West. Now, ghee has been a staple of Indian household for centuries. It's also been an integral part of Ayurvedic medicine and even has a holy significance in its use as samagri to worship Hindu gods. Ghee has all the fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, K in it. It also has CLA, which has immense health benefits. Ghee has butyric acid, a short-chain saturated fatty acids that can boost immunity and reduce chronic inflammation. Ghee is a byproduct of milk that can either come from buffaloes or cows. In the past few decades or so, ghee's popularity has suffered because approximately 70% of ghee's calories comes from saturated fats. You can check out the video I made on saturated fats and reasoned why they have been unfairly demonized. The smoke point of ghee is 485 degrees Fahrenheit or 250 degrees Celsius. The smoke point of an oil is the temperature at which it stops shimmering and starts smoking continuously. As you start to go above and beyond the smoke point, the oil breaks down and releases harmful chemicals. It's important to note is not just the smoke point that determines whether the oil will turn rancid or not, but the oxidative stability is what matters the most. And the oxidative stability of the oil is dependent on its chemical composition. Ghee has a higher concentration of saturated fats in them, and saturated fats are very stable and do not oxidize when subjected to heat or exposed to lighter oxygen. This is because saturated fats have single bonds between carbon atoms and all other bonds are also saturated with hydrogen atoms. These chemical properties make them very stable. As a rule of thumb, any oil that has a higher concentration of saturated fats in them will be way more stable when subjected to heat, light, or oxygen. Also, another thing before I move forward. The way any oil is processed will ultimately determine the quality of the oil. For example, when you see phrases like cold pressed and extra virgin on the oil bottles, you are looking at a very high quality oil because cold press technology preserves the nutrients as it is done mechanically without any heat or use of chemical solvents. This process helps retain the flavor and taste of the extracted oil, which is ideal from health perspective. On the other hand, most commercially available oils are processed with chemical agents. On average, there are more than a dozen steps in extracting oils from the respective seeds. These steps involve a lot of chemical agents and solvents which are added for increased shelf life. So a pro tip is when buying any oil, always choose the unrefined extra virgin variety and ensure that the oil has been cold pressed. Moving on, I would place extra virgin cold pressed coconut oil next on the list. Now, I'll be honest, the first time I tried coconut oil, it tasted a bit funny. It has a unique flavor and not many would find appealing, but I continued using it as my main cooking oil and eventually grew fond of it. Coconut oil is approximately 85% saturated fats, and that's what scares most people away. It's important to note that lauric acid makes up 47% of the saturated fat in the coconut oil. Lauric acid is a medium chain triglycerides that are directly metabolized by the liver and used for energy. Any excess MCTs are converted into ketones, which research has proven to be beneficial for the brain. MCTs are not stored as fatty tissues in the body but instead used for energy. Cold pressed coconut oil smoke point is around 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 177 degrees Celsius, which is enough to make it stable for all types of cooking methods. You see, when you saute on a pan, the average temperature is around 120 degrees Celsius. Deep frying is about 170 degrees Celsius and roasting is approximately 180 degrees Celsius. 85% of coconut oil is saturated fat, so be rest assured that it is stable for any style of cooking. So a big thumbs up to coconut oil as a healthy fat that can be used for cooking. Next on the list is cold pressed avocado oil. Now the percentage of saturated fat in avocado oil is only 14%. However, this oil has 75% of calories from monounsaturated fats in them. Mono means one, and unlike polyunsaturated omega-6 fats, monounsaturated fats have just one carbon double bond, which makes them reasonably stable when exposed to heat, light, or oxygen. In fact, the next few oils on the list comes in the middle of the stability index as they're very high in monounsaturated fats. Now consider this stability index. On the left side are oils that remain stable and do not oxidize when subject to heat, light, or oxygen. In the middle are the oils that are high in monounsaturated fats, and on the right side are oils high in omega-6. So I'll populate this chart when we are done discussing all the oils. Now, avocado oil's other advantage is its high smoke point, which is similar to that of ghee. However, do note it'll probably be the most expensive oil on this list, and if you don't like avocado's taste, then this oil may not be the right option for you. Fourth on my list is everyone's favorite extra virgin olive oil. Its chemical composition is almost identical to avocado oil. Olive oil consists of 14% saturated fats, 73% monounsaturated fats, and the remaining percentage as omega-6 polyunsaturated fats. Olive oil is anti-inflammatory due to its very high percentage of monounsaturated fats. This oil can also provide antioxidants that can help balance out the free radical production. The smoke point of extra virgin olive oil is less than that of ghee and is somewhere close to 190 degrees Celsius or 375 degrees Fahrenheit, which is enough to make them stable for all kind of cooking. Fifth on the list is cold pressed mustard oil. Now, guys, this is the point on the list where the percentage of omega-6 in the oil starts to increase. The omega-6 content in the first few oils is less than 15%, which is ideal for maintaining an optimal ratio of omega-6 and omega-3, which we know should be kept to a maximum of 4:1. But when you start to include oils with a higher percentage of calories from omega-6, you're also increasing the risk of free radical production and chronic inflammation in your body. Mustard oil has 25% of omega-6 in them. Having said that, mustard oil has been one of the most popular cooking oils in India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh because of its unique, pungent flavor. It also has a high smoke point and around 60% of calories from monounsaturated fats, making them pretty stable when used for cooking. But please be aware that pure mustard oil is banned in Europe, the US, and Canada due to its high uric acid content. Number 6. In the last 30 years, canola oil has taken a lot of space in the cooking aisles and grocery stores' shelves. Is canola oil the healthy oil that can replace the expensive extra virgin olive oil or perhaps the unhealthy vegetable oils that harm our bodies? For starters, canola oil is better than most vegetable oils like sunflower or soya bean. This is because the omega-6 content in canola oil is still 50% less than that of the most commercially available vegetable oils. Canola oil also has close to 60% of calories from monounsaturated fat, which we know are reasonably stable when subjected to heat. But when compared with extra virgin olive oil, they don't stand a chance because olive oil is very low on omega-6. At the same time, the antioxidant content in olive oil and its impact on health is much better than canola oil's health benefits. Now guys, please check the description box below for all the links to detailed articles on most oil discussed in this video. Now, canola oil is mostly derived from canola plants that are genetically modified. I don't support GMO products and therefore I advised against using canola oil in your diet. To summarize so far, ghee is the best cooking oil that you can use. Another great option is cold-pressed coconut oil. If you do not prefer these oils, probably because you still fear saturated fats, that's okay. You don't have to believe everything that I say. In fact, I always encourage my students and my readers to do their research and make the choice that's best suited for them. Coming back to the topic, two more safest option is the cold pressed avocado oil and the quintessential extra virgin olive oil. Both these oils can be used for any type of cooking methods without any worries. Now, for some reason, you do not prefer to use any of these amazing cooking oils in your diet, then you're only left with the next oil on the list, and that is the cold-pressed groundnut oil. It is also known as the peanut oil. Mahatma Gandhi once referred to peanuts as poor man's almonds. Groundnut oil is a sweet oil with a nutty flavor. Food cooked in it is tastier, crispier, and more satiating. India and China are the leading producers of groundnut oil, and it is widely used for cooking in America, India, China, and Southeast Asia. Now, cold-pressed groundnut oil is forced out of peanuts by applying pressure. In olden times in India, a cylindrical mechanism known as ghani was used to extract this oil. Now, cold-pressed oils retain their pure taste, nutrition value, and antioxidants. Now, all this sounds good, but let me caution you that almost 1/3 of groundnut oil is omega-6, which is on the higher side. Another fact is that peanut allergies are one of the highest in the world. So just to be sure, buy a tiny bottle of this oil just to try it out. And if you're okay, only then you can use this oil on long-term basis. Now, moving on, just for the list's sake, I'll mention the remaining oils on the list, but I strongly advise you against using the following oils in your diet because of their very high omega-6 content. At the same time, these oils are highly processed with chemical agents and solvents added to them. They are also refined from all the nutrients, phytochemicals that your body needs. Here they are. Number 8, sesame oil. Number 9, rice bran oil. Number 10, soya bean oil. And number 11, sunflower oil. In the end, I'll say this, guys, vegetable oils were practically non-existent in the early 1900s. Before that, animal fats and oils like ghee, lard, tallow were used for centuries to cook food. However, since food companies found cost-effective ways and processes and extract oil from their respective plant seeds, their popularity soared. And to sell their cheap vegetable oils and margarine, they needed a villain. Saturated fat was the perfect scapegoat. Now, please do check out my video on why saturated fat was unfairly demonized. I have provided hard science to bust the myth. Before I end this video, another pro tip. Now, we know oils can oxidize and turn rancid when subjected to light, heat, and oxygen. Therefore, keep your oil away from direct light and away from your gas stove. Also, keep them ideally in a dark glass containers. And keep the lid of the glass container tightly closed when not using the oil. All these steps will also increase the shelf life of any oil that you use. I hope you found this video useful and informative. If you did, please smash the like button. It helps with the rankings, and do consider subscribing and hit the bell icon if you want to be notified when the next video like this will come out. Ciao.